Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in. Today, we're cutting through the noise in this explainer. We are moving past the hype, dropping the buzzwords, and looking at exactly how artificial intelligence is transforming human resources right now. We aren't talking about hypothetical futures here. We're looking at hard data, real enterprise case studies, and measurable ROI. So, let's dive into this.
But to know where we're going, we kind of need to know where we stand, right? Well, according to recent data from Mercer, a staggering 54% of executives and managers admit they lack a clear, measurable vision for AI in their organizations. So there's a massive readiness gap right now. Everyone knows they need AI, but more than half of leadership teams are, frankly, flying blind.
And honestly, the reason so many teams feel stuck really comes down to workflow maturity. Mercer's research found that only 25% of current HR processes are actually simple, digital, or automated enough to integrate with AI. The other 75%, they are way too complex, too manual, or just too messy. You can't just plug advanced AI into a broken manual workflow and expect magic. It just doesn't work that way. So, how do we fix that? Here is our roadmap for this explainer. 1. The 3 levels of AI. 2. AI speeding up hiring. 3. Predicting and retaining talent. 4. The bias trap. And 5. The human in the loop. Okay, section 1. The 3 levels of AI. I absolutely love this maturity framework from Beamery because it gives us a really solid mental map. It breaks AI down into 3 distinct levels. Level 1 is your general tools, like ChatGPT. Great for drafting emails, maybe giving you a 5 to 10% productivity bump. Level 2 gets more specialized. These are domain-specific tools built specifically for HR workflows, and they can boost productivity by up to 50%. But level 3, that is where the real transformation happens. These are agent systems, meaning multiple AI bots actually talk to each other to orchestrate entire multi-step tasks across different platforms at a massive scale. This is the level where work itself is fundamentally redesigned. Let's move to section 2, AI speeding up hiring. Now we're going to see how this builds into real-world enterprise applications. Consider the incredible contrast we see over at Hilton Hotels. Before AI, filling a single customer care training class took 6 long weeks. Candidates had to slog through a 100-question test, and as you might guess, the dropout rate was huge. But after integrating HireVue's AI-powered video assessments, they replaced that massive test with a single machine learning-analyzed interview. They literally cut the time to fill a class down to just 5 days. They removed the friction, and the talent just flowed in. And this brilliantly illustrates the precision AI brings. In a CodeBridge case study of their Recruit AI platform, they used a multi-agent system to automate technical validation for engineering roles. They didn't just save 200 hours of manual review time, they drove their interview-to-offer ratio from 12% all the way up to 38%. The AI identified the absolute best fits much earlier in the funnel, meaning human interviewers weren't wasting time on candidates who were never going to get an offer. Now imagine dealing with 1.8 million applicants. That's the volume Unilever faced. Manual screening used to take them 4 months. By integrating gamified cognitive assessments through Pymetrics and video screening, they slashed that to just 4 weeks. They saved 70,000 interviewing hours and $1 million. How did they pull that off? By letting the AI handle the heavy lifting at the very top of the funnel and moving the human gate to the very end of the process. Section 3, predicting and retaining talent. Because as we know, bringing talent in is only half the battle. Now, what's really interesting here is how IBM completely flipped the script on employee turnover. They built a predictive attrition model that analyzes data points like tenure and engagement signals to actually flag flight risks before an employee even hands in their notice. Operating at a reported 95% accuracy rate, this shift from reactive fixes to proactive predictive analytics saved IBM nearly $300 million in retention costs. That is a real game changer. IBM also tackled internal HR support. Their Ask HR virtual agent managed over 11.5 million employee interactions in a single year, achieving a massive 94% containment rate. To put that into perspective, that means 94% of routine HR questions were resolved entirely automatically. A human never needed to step in. That completely frees up the human HR team to focus on high-level, strategic work. Siemens experienced a similar breakthrough using SAP Copilot. Before AI, they really struggled with high voluntary turnover and could only react after people left. But by using AI to generate dynamic risk scores for employees, they turned retention into a proactive strategy. The result? A 12% reduction in overall attrition. They are predicting the problems before they actually occur.
Section 4, the bias trap. Now, we absolutely have to talk about the risks.
Because technology without governance is dangerous. Take this direct quote regarding a famous scrapped recruiting tool from Amazon. When tasked with screening resumes, the AI model actually taught itself to penalize resumes that included the word women's. It is a critical vulnerability you have to remember. AI is not automatically objective. It learns from historical data. And if that data happens to be skewed, the AI will blindly adopt and replicate those exact patterns.
So the crucial point is that AI amplifies whatever it learns from. Without intentional design, diverse training data, and constant auditing, AI doesn't eliminate bias at all, it operationalizes it at an unprecedented scale. You just end up automating historical flaws faster than ever before.
Which brings us to our final section, Section 5, the human in the loop. This is the essential governance framework that every single successful case study in this explainer shares. Human in the loop. It means designing your systems so that while the AI does the heavy lifting, gathering and scoring data, there is a mandatory human decision gate at the final approval point. We deliberately avoid full automation in high-stakes decisions to maintain total accountability. A perfect example of this is a top global wealth management bank using Flowable's multi-agent AI for due diligence. The AI workflow is 95% autonomous, and it impressively reduced a 45-day process down to just 2 days. But that final 5%, that is exclusively reserved for human experts to make the final approval. The AI prepares the meal, but the human tastes it before it goes out. To wrap up our actionable takeaways from maintaining ethical AI, you must conduct regular algorithmic fairness audits. You absolutely have to ensure GDPR compliance and data anonymization. You should deploy specialized multi-agent architectures instead of relying on one giant black box. And most importantly, keep human recruiters as the final decision makers. AI handles the massive volume, but humans handle the complex relationships. Which leaves us with this final provocative thought. We've seen the data, the amazing ROI, and of course the risks. The organizations winning the future of work aren't just playing around with chatbots, they are completely redesigning their workflows. So I'll leave you with this question. Is your HR infrastructure truly built for AI at scale, or are you just running endless pilots? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this sparks some big ideas for your own teams.